Okay, fine. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for forcibly putting Frontiers in S tier and ignoring your opinions. I didn't mean to make you feel inadequate, Sonic and Sonic.
It takes a big man to admit that. Thanks, Sonic.
No, it doesn't. He just wants more views on his YouTube channel, and he needs us to do it.
That is totally not true. Also, please subscribe because if you don't, we're literally never doing this again.
You see what I mean?
Look, it doesn't matter. We're Sonic. We stick together. We're basically best friends, or brothers, or variations of the same person,
Yeah,
or...
enough of that soppy shit, Sonic. We got money. I mean, a tier list to make. All right, Sonic Spinball.
What the hell is wrong with you, Sonic? Aren't you forgetting Mean Bean Machine?
Look, there's like a million side games, and it wasn't on the tier list website. Stop antagonizing me.
All right, enough fighting. We'll just pretend we put the game in A tier.
S tier!
S tier, and move on.
All right, now can we talk about Sonic Spinball? And this had a 16-bit version, so don't you dare say anything, Sonic.
I liked it!
Oh, okay.
Definitely an enjoyable game, but I never made it past the first level.
Seems like a you problem to me.
Wait, there were multiple levels?
Well, seems like it wasn't just me.
Well, maybe if you guys actually sat down to play the game instead of just opening it in Mega Collection for a few minutes, then you'd know this.
You're lucky I even tried the game out. If it wasn't for rage quitting on that stupid barrel in Carnival Night, then Spinball wouldn't have even gotten touched in Mega Collection.
Wait, you really rage quit on the barrel?
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
Both of you shut the fuck up. It wasn't clear what to do, okay? This is why Sonic 2 is better.
All right, I think we should just put Spinball in B tier and move on to the next game before we make Sonic cry.
Not funny.
All right, time for Sonic Drift.
You mean the shameless wannabe riders? D tier.
Sonic, didn't you give me that whole speech before about referencing future games?
Oh, don't give me that. You know this game is lame. I'd rather play All-Stars Racing Transform than this.
Thanks. Wait, was that a compliment?
I mean, people make excuses for the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, but they won't for Sonic Drift. I know the graphics weren't fully there yet, but it was a decent attempt.
Weren't you literally just hating on the 8-bit games for being 8-bit?
Do you know what else is 8-bit? Those trash Gameland remixes in colors.
Don't make me come over there.
Oh, what are you gonna do, Wisp Boy?
Both of you stop. Now, Sonic, put Drift in D tier and move on to the next game, now!
Always acting like he's in charge. Anyway, on to Sonic Triple Trouble.
Is it 8-bit?
Just keep going. I don't want to hear this again.
All right, then. Next, we've got Knuckles Chaotix, Tails Sky Patrol, and Tails Adventure.
Ain't
We
nobody
literally
got time
don't
for
care.
that shit,
Is
you
my
serious?
name on it?
Yeah, I know, right? What was I thinking? And I'll just put Sonic Drift 2 in D tier as well, since you guys clearly hate all the side games that aren't yours. Speaking of which, Sonic Labyrinth is next.
Actually, this game is pretty fun for those of us who learnt to use our brains. Not everything has to be 24/7 platforming.
But everything is supposed to be fun, and Labyrinth is not.
Yeah, Sonic, there's no need to be elitist just because you like mid. I'm putting this in D tier along with the next game, Sonic Blast.
Put 3D Blast in D tier as well.
You can't be serious. Your game Sonic Adventure literally copied so much from this game.
He clearly wants everyone to forget about 3D Blast because he wants Adventure to be seen as the original 3D Sonic.
Facts!
1. You, of all people, have no authority when it comes to 3D Sonic.
People love Generations.
And 2. Are you seriously pretending like you want to remember this game over Adventure? It ain't about who did it first, it's about who did it right.
Preach. I mean, Unleashed did everything better than SA2, even though SA2 pioneered the linear 3D Sonic gameplay that made it so different from SA1.
Okay, now both of you are talking trash. I'm just gonna put 3D Blast in C tier so we can pretend this conversation never happened. All right, time for Sonic the Fighters.
You mean the game that wasn't good enough to get put in Mega Collection?
I mean, it was in Gems Collection.
That's exactly my point. Like who makes a classic Sonic collection, puts in a bunch of Game Gear games and Sonic CD again, and thinks people want to buy this shit?
Unnecessary CD hate, but whatever.
Honestly, the Sonic R soundtrack was probably the best thing in that collection. I'm putting the Fighters in C tier and putting R in A tier for the soundtrack alone.
No disagreements there, but don't you think we should include Sonic Schoolhouse?
How old are you, Sonic? It's a fucking baby game. Do I look like Force's Tales to you?
Hey, leave him alone! Let's save our vitriol for IGN because they thought Sonic Pocket Adventure was a 10 over every other Sonic game.
I mean, Sonic Rush was right there, and they give a 10 to this?
Well, actually, Sonic Rush wasn't out yet when this came out. See how annoying it is, nerd?
Very funny. Sonic, put this game in B tier, and that Mario Party clone can go there too.
Shuffle is goated. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I agree with Sonic. I'm not playing Shuffle when there were 3 Mario parties to pick from on N64.
Both of you are some fake-ass fans.
Anyway, let's move on to Sonic Advance.
Oh, you mean the real Sonic 4?
That is such a desperate thing to say. It's not a classic Sonic game just because it's 2D and people liked it.
What he said!
But your games actually were classic in 2D, and people liked, well, they liked it with Generations, not so much with Forces.
Burn!
Can we please stay on the fucking topic for once, please?
If you just put the entire Advanced Trilogy in S tier right now, we'd be done with this already.
I mean, the only Advanced game worthy of that is Advance 2. 1 and 3 are A tier at best.
No, Advance 1 and 2 are A tier, but Advance 3 is S tier. Those hub worlds, the characters teaming up, the 3 acts. So perfect.
Of course CD Boy loves the 3 acts, but I ain't complaining. The franchise went to shit after Advance 3 anyway.
Are you still mad because I took over and gave the people Rush? I thought we squashed this.
Alright, since Sonic is still pouting about this being his last game, we'll just put the whole trilogy in S tier. But Sonic Rush is going there too.
Whatever.
No other place Rush could go. It pioneered the formula still used today, has an amazing soundtrack, and improved on the Advanced Trilogy in every way.
Shut up! We already put it in S.
Yeah, no need to gloat, Sonic. We all know the history of the boost. Let's talk about your first game, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mid! They replaced me for Sonic.
And my name isn't on the title.
Yeah, we'll just put this in D tier.
Dumb niggas. This is objectively the best game in the entire franchise.
Are you allowed to say that word, Shadow?
Question. What color is my skin? You already know it doesn't work like that, Shadow. Shut up, nigga. Now put Shadow in S so I can go.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Chaos Control!
Wait.
Who put Shadow the Hedgehog in S?
Let's just move on. Let him have his win. Not like he's ever getting another game anyway.
You people are so desperate to move on that you forgot Sonic Pinball Party and Sonic Battle.
Wasn't much to remember anyways.
I mean, Battle is a solid A tier. Pinball Party gets a B.
Alright, fine.
Anyway, now we got Sonic Riders.
the greatest racing game in the entire franchise. What an amazing way to start off the year 2006.
If only the year ended as strong, right?
Ha! Good one, Sonic. But you had Free Riders, so you shouldn't be talking right now.
Just put the game in S tier right now.
Alright, fine. But Transformed is going there too.
Mid.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
I'd rather play the Rivals games than Transformed. While we're at it, put both of those games in S tier too.
While you're at it, why don't you put down the crack pipe you've been smoking saying that shit?
Yeah, Sonic is clearly biased here. The Rivals games are B tier at best. The same place the storybook games belong.
You people were clearly just too lazy to get to level 99.
I'm not grinding 99 levels just for the game to get good. Is this a fucking JRPG?
Okay, but Black Knight had such an amazing story. Remember that scene where I caught the chili dog? I was on fire!
Are you done reliving the glory days? We're still putting the games in B tier. Alright, time for Sonic Rush Adventure.
A decent sequel to Sonic Rush. Give it S tier, but below Rush.
S tier? So what you're saying is you skipped all the cutscenes with Marine the Raccoon in them?
Fuck that raccoon!
Okay, fine. Put it in A.
That's more like it. And since we're acknowledging your inferior sequels, we're putting Riders Zero Gravity in B tier.
No
They
comment.
gimped the trick system so hard.
Alright, now it's time for Sonic Chronicles.
Game goes hard on mute.
Stop exaggerating, Sonic.
Oh, so you want me to play the soundtrack right now?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, unless you can listen to Central City for 30 seconds, we're putting this game in C tier.
Fine.
Alright, time for Sonic 4.
Episode 1 is a trash D tier. Episode 2 gets A tier for the team-based mechanics.
Sonic's heroes bias aside, I think people are too harsh on these games just because they were called Sonic 4.
I mean, they're right. Nothing worse than a long-awaited sequel that doesn't live up to expectations. Free Riders.
Would you just let that go?
I almost broke my back with that Kinect garbage.
Great, now I have to be the mature one. Sonic, put Episode 1 in D tier. Episode 2 in A tier. And Free Riders in E.
Agreed.
Oh, so it's gang up on Sonic Day today? Next you're gonna tell me Colors DS is E tier.
It's E for easily better than Colors Wii.
Good one, Sonic. At least Colors DS actually owns the fact that it's a 2D game. Still inferior to Rush, but close to Rush Adventure.
Hard disagree, but I won't pass up an opportunity to put Colors in S tier again.
You better not pass that up. That's the last S tier you're getting on this list.
Yeah, looking at the games we got left. It's not looking good for you, Sonic.
Stop being so negative. I've got some gems left. And speaking of gems, we got Gens 3DS.
More like Gens 2DS, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, console gens was already heavy on the 2D because of classic Sonic, but this is ridiculous.
Look, I know both classic and modern levels are 2D here, but they still play distinctly differently from each other.
What, Boost versus Spin Dash? They're just two slightly different variations of mid.
Yeah, I mean, Sonic Rush had both a boost and Spin Dash in 2D and was actually fun.
I swear, if I have to hear this dude mention Rush one more time...
Yeah, Sonic. I mean, Gens 3DS had some bullshit level design that shows Dimps learned almost nothing from Rush.
How do you learn from perfection? Not like they were going to recreate a 10 out of 10 like that again.
Alright, I'm putting the game in B so we can move on from this rush talk. Alright, next we got Sonic Jump.
Sonic who?
Which version are you referring to?
I mean, the tier list only shows one version here. I'm guessing it's my version.
Nobody cares!
Remember when we actually used to get real side games? Like on actual handheld consoles and not just phones?
Careful, Sonic! You might upset Sonic's feelings with that totally true statement.
What? That's bullshit, and you know it. Besides, we got the Switch in 2017, and that solos any handheld you guys ever got.
At least the GBA could actually run Sonic games at 60 FPS.
Mania ran at 60 FPS.
Sonic Rush has better graphics than Mania, and that was on the DS.
I
Shut the
swear
fuck
I'm gonna
up
knock
about
your
Rush, my
rings
God.
out.
Okay. Let's put Sonic Jump in B, and we can put Sonic Dash there too.
Dash is an easy S tier. It's the most downloaded Sonic game of all time.
Yeah, because it's free on smartphones, and it copied Temple Run.
More like it copied the GOAT. Literally just watered down aesthetics and music from Heroes into a cheaply made phone game.
I mean, Heroes was cheaply made on its own given those ridiculous glitches.
Okay, you want to tussle?
Can't handle facts,
Some
huh?
nerve after copying my game.
Okay, Sonic, that's enough. Sonic will put Dash in A, but it's not getting an S.
Fine, I'll compromise, just like the devs did with Heroes. Okay, time for Lost World 3DS.
You want to talk about compromise? Lost World 3DS was a total cash grab.
Agreed. I couldn't even sit through that whole game. D tier.
I won't fight you on that one. Those special stages made the ones in Heroes look amazing. We got...
Spit it out. We got Boom.
Yes, Sonic. The quicker you put Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal in E tier, the better.
Alright, fine. But Fire and Ice is underrated and that deserves A tier.
Just because it was a Boom game and not trash doesn't mean it's A tier.
Yeah, I'd rather give A tier to Sonic Dash 2 before I give it to Fire and Ice.
Alright then, Fire and Ice in B tier, Sonic Dash 2 in A tier, but Runners deserves an S.
If we were being nice, maybe version 1.0, but definitely not after that 2.0 update.
Spiked walls? What were they thinking?
Alright then, Runners A and Runners Adventure B tier.
The Gameloft game? C tier at best.
Yeah, Sonic, I know they're your games, so you have to fight for them, but come on, man.
Okay, fine. Runners Adventure C tier, but Forces Speed Battle is going in B tier.
Honestly, that game wasn't half bad. Could have been A tier if they didn't name it Forces.
Facts! And you can put that inferior Wisp racing game in B tier so we can end this tier list.
Oh yeah, Team Offline Racing.
Team Sonic Racing could have been a strong A if the online features were consistent, but yeah, I just realized this tier list doesn't mention the latest side game.
Sonic Speed Simulator?
That thing costed more money than Runner's Premium Roulette, but it is fun.
I think A tier is fair.
Agreed.
Oh wow, can't believe we just got through the entire tier list without anyone storming off.
And we really took everyone's opinions into consideration.
Amazing work, guys.
How long has he been here?